My name is Larry Bresler, and I'm with Organize Ohio and United Clevelanders Against Poverty. And as I've been, as we've all been listening to the testimonies over the last few days, we can't help but being incredibly moved, incredibly touched, incredibly impacted by the testimonies we've heard. But if we leave here today from a perspective of, boy, these were wonderful testimonies, and then just go on with our lives as we have, then I think that what's happened this weekend has not been successful. I know that I'm very anxious personally to be able to see the videos of the various testimonies. I plan to use many of them, both in terms of showing to others, certainly showing to classes that I teach, showing to others as a vehicle to try to get people involved. And I think we all hopefully can be doing that as well. But I don't think that's enough either. One of the things I was thinking about as I was over the weekend is some of you may know that on January 8th, 2014 is going to be the 50th anniversary of the war on poverty in the United States. The war on poverty, many of us griped about when it was happening, but it was a time that there was an actual effort to address issues of poverty in the United States, and there were some good programs that came out of it. It was also a time when the federal government recognized that poor people should have a right in the decisions in their own lives. And Ronald Reagan is famous for saying we had the war on poverty and we lost. And the truth of the matter is that wasn't exactly the case. The truth of the matter is that with all its faults, during the time that the war on poverty happened, the poverty decreased by 40%. And when I'm convinced, and will always be convinced, that Ronald Reagan did not really care about the programs, or even necessarily didn't have that much of a conviction about any of the programs. But what threatened them was the idea of poor people having a voice and having the decision making and having the impact on the issues that are impacting their lives. And so that's why it's so important. It's so important that we take what's happening. That we take what's been happening in these world court, in this world court, and the Western World Court, and hopefully the upcoming Midwest World Court, and the upcoming Southern World Court, and take them and use those as an opportunity to mobilize, to come together, to work together, and to use these to make change, to make substantive change, and to say that we who are poor have a right to quality health care, have a right to quality education, have a right to living wage jobs, have a right to food, etc. And we can't. And taking these and making change is going to be our testament to the kinds of testimonies that we've heard this weekend.